how did you get into acting? Because so many people want to get into acting and they don't. Like, can you
Easy,
mind
easy.
telling that story?
Yes, yes. What about I'm in my mother's womb? And she says, I want to name the child, if it's a girl, Jane Marla Robbins. It's a good name for an actress.
Mm,
End of story, Hilary. That's it. I was desperate to please my mother for
mm.
50 years. And then I woke up and, like, this isn't really either fun or gratifying. I'm not learning from it anymore. And I was
From
writing.
acting? From
Yeah.
acting? Oh,
And I was a lot of the time, my need to perform or clear something, which is what writers very often use their writing for, it wasn't working. I mean, the last play I wrote for myself, I mean, I would produce, and they were so far out or so, and I had to star in them. I mean, they wanted Academy Award winner, whatever her name is, Redgrave, Vanessa Redgrave, to play my role in Jane Avril about the dancer who danced in Paris at the Can-Can. And then finally, the metaphor, I think, for all of us. Everyone was doing the Can-Can, da-da-da-da-da. And then one day, maybe it was Toulouse-Lautrec, I don't know, in my play, it's Lautrec. He says, he sees her doing her own thing. And he said, you should do that at the Moulin Rouge. And she became a star. And I think that's everyone's path, right? I'm doing everybody's dance. I'm doing what everyone else is doing, whether it's
mm.
people pleasing. Blah, 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 blah. What's my dance? And then you shine, because we're talking about daring to shine. She became a star. That was fine. I got to dance. And that
But
had been,
you wrote that.
I wrote it for myself, and I wouldn't even let it go to Broadway with Vanessa Redgrave starring. I had to dance because my mother wanted me to be a star actress because she had probably wanted to be one, blah, blah. And then she was jealous on top of it all. I mean, our lives are complicated, but this
But
is not
you,
as,
yeah.
what?
But so when you could have gone with Martha Graham and it was in the book and your father said absolutely not and he sent you away, Switzerland or something, but then you ended up dancing anyway, right? You ended up dancing with her anyway, which is
My
amazing.
coal is like a diamond. It had to be expressed. Some
Yeah.
seeds, however demolished they may seem in the earth, they have a life and a message, and they blossom.
Mm.
And so I gained a lot of weight in Switzerland, and I was embarrassed, ashamed, mortified to go back to the Martha Graham School and dance. So I didn't. I ate chocolate. Then I went to college, and the physical ed was, did I want to take a dance class? I thought, well, better than basketball for me. And it was the same beginning of the class that Martha had done, that I had done so many years ago. Anyway, so I danced in college, but it was too late to become a dancer. And I became an actress, which I had been doing all along anyway for mother. And
Like where had you been doing it all along? Acting.
camp,
Oh.
even at my high school, all girls high school, the Shakespeare play, Richard II. I was Richard II. You get the picture. A performance, by the way, no one has forgotten who saw it. This is many years ago. So camp, I was Malvolio, I guess, another all girls camp. And I got laughs. I'll tell you, there was. And then when I went to college, I went
Where did you go?
Bryn Mawr. My mother wanted to go
Oh,
to
Bryn
Bryn Mawr.
Mawr.
You're getting a pattern here.
Right.
Mommy says, Janie does, right?
Right.
So I was quite proficient in the piano because my parents, I had to know all the arts. By the time I was 17, I spoke 5 languages. I played the piano, ready to marry John Rockefeller, J. Rock. My father had a Rockefeller picked out for me.
Okay.
So, unfortunately or fortunately, my piano playing was so good, everyone thought I might become a concert pianist. So, the next thing you know, I go to Salzburg to the famous Mozarteum to get a teacher to teach me piano. short version, went back to college where I didn't want to be in a room alone playing the piano. Isolation, the current theme.
Mm.
And instead, there were freshman hall plays. And there was one by Noel Coward. Hilary, I got a laugh on every line. It's the best drug there is. Who says that? Billy Crystal, somebody. Laughter. And I was going to talk about my book, Poems of the Laughing Buddha. And you and I know how important laughter is.
Hmm.
I was hooked. I was hooked.